I mean, first of all, one of the things that's happened as a result of WikiLeaks, of what Chelsea Manning did, of what Edward Snowden did, is that they kind of knocked the elite clique of journalists who would traffic in a trickle down of state secrets or stories on classified documents, and they instead went to independent journalists who were not affiliated with enormous media outlets. Now, why do I bring that up in the context of Democracy Now? I bring it up because the era of the elite corporate media is coming to an end, and what is going to emerge as the sort of new standard for powerful independent journalism. When you look at the landscape, there are great experiments happening right now in media. I'm engaged in one right now with Glenn Greenwald and Laura Poitras. We're trying to build a news organization called The Intercept. Democracy Now! Was way ahead of the curve when it came to thinking of community-based journalism that had a international and national focus. This show started as a radio show that was just focused on the elections in 1996, and it has now evolved to become the single greatest independent media outlet that we have in this country, consistently breaking big stories, taking on stories that are in the news but are not being covered from the bottom up. I would compare Democracy Now! To journalism as Howard Zinn was to history. And every city where Democracy Now! Ends up on the airwaves, local journalism, local media outlets are strengthened by its presence. So, I mean, it would be incredibly important for Pittsburgh to have Democracy Now! On with the strongest frequency possible and with as much access as people can have. And the main reason is that I think it will help to build pro-democracy movements on a local level in this city. We often only talk about that in the context of foreign affairs, but it's very important in this country. So I think I've found time and again in every city that I go to, Democracy Now! Becomes a sort of focal point that people can organize around, especially when it comes to independent media outlets. So it's a tremendously vital part of a lot of communities in this country, and I'm glad that it's here in Pittsburgh. I wish it was heard in a more widespread way here.